Now, how is everyone? Hope everyone's fine. It's time to think about sowing seeds. Now, a couple of videos ago, my favourite tomato, or one of the kind of ones up there, is Brad's Atomic Grape, and I had a whole load last year, and I kept the seeds. A couple of videos ago, I showed you that I was using these seeds. Now, I got introduced to Brad's Atomic Grape by Audrey over there in USA. And Audrey dropped us an email the other day and said that she wasn't 100% sure, although it was an heirloom tomato, if there was fruit. And I don't want to kind of put all my eggs in one basket and realise that I'm getting no fruit this year. So Audrey very kindly sent over some seeds. Yes, Audrey, thank you so much. So, this is from that Baker's Creek heirloom place in America. I've got some Brad's Atomic Grape. So I'm going to be using them as the kind of my main sowing seeds. I've also got a radish called Japanese wasabi. There you go, just some beans, I cannot pronounce them, but there's some like kind of little runner beans looking packet there. Squash, honey nut, can you see that? And what I am going to plant though is a tomato called, and I haven't heard of this one before. I love this, you know, and you can kind of, this is what makes gardening, I think. Can you hear that? That's a little envelope for black strawberry. So I will be growing some of those this year as well. But it's now time to get up in the garden and to sow some seeds. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go up the garden, sow some seeds, but I'm going to bring them back and I'll show you how I do them on my little kind of incubators. Propagators, the incubators. I also want to show you, I've got my potatoes, and I'll show you, I'll go over them what I've got, but that's what I've got in there. But I want to also show you this, look at. So I think someone, see how these bags of rubbish there? I think someone's deliberately putting them there for me, not just like fly dumping, because it's bags of leaves. So I'm sure, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's like a YouTuber, or not a YouTuber, like someone in the village that knows us, that I've got a garden, but I'm sure that's what these are. I hope they're not bags of rubbish. There's one more. That's a little ideal. I'll pick them, I'll have them. They feel like leaves, to be honest. And I'll shove them in with days, got days in there. Then we'll get up the allotment. Daisy, how are you doing? Watch out, Lassie. Oh, you're going to get wet. There, stay there, lass. So, who is this that's doing that? Say hello in the comments if it's someone who watches the channel. Let's get these out. So let's see if this is leaves. Yeah, I think it is, to be honest. I think it's just all... So, I'm not go in the bin, but I'm quite chuffed. That's lush, to be honest. Go on there. Oh, the plastic there. Marvellous. These are my potato crops this year. We're going to polytunnel. I'll show you which ones I'm going for this year. Look at this though. Still got to bring it up. Storm Eunice, and bloody mother-in-law's name. Can you see that? I've battened it up again. You know what? Got to take this off. As you, I mean, you know this now, but this is what I do to stop the winds opening the door. This screw is snapped. This is a new screw. I've done this that many times this year. It's snapped the original screw. And it's due tomorrow, Storm Eunice. So I'm gonna lock this back up afterwards. Come on, it's a little cold out here. Daisy, come on, Daisy. I still haven't feel. This just keeps on growing, this bloody stuff. So, they're still doing all right. Those are me garlic that I've got inside. I'm hoping they'll be all right. Everything looks all right. So what I'm gonna do is plant me seeds, but then I'm going to take them down and put them in little incubator, and I'll show you. propagator, man. So this is going to be me early first batch of sown seeds, and this is how I'm going to do it. I got these a while ago. I forget who the maker is, Garland I think, and I've got a little like floor heater propagator which these will sit on, so hopefully this will be me early batch. And I'm talking like, say now, spring onions, early cabbages, spinach, things like that. This is what I've got, and I'm going to have a little look through the amazing, yes, the one and only, look at that, man. I even labelled it properly there now as well. So this is me leeks. It's like onions and everything like that. Ishikua. Steve always raves about these bloody Ishikua seeds. I'm going to plant some of them. And then these are my spring onions that I got on the 19th of the 7th. I kind of collected them, which is actually the 19th of July is my birthday. So these were just like seeds I'd kind of, I'm going to try myself. I don't know if they'll work or not. But those are the spring onion seeds. I'm going to do a little bit of salad as well. And if I've got some broad beans and maybe some spinach. Have I got spinach? Come on, show us. There's beans. There's more beans. beans and spinach. There we go. Cabbages. I'll need cabbages as well though, eh? Brassicas. Right, there we go. So I'll get all these sown up and then I'll come back and then I'll show you what potatoes I'm growing as well. Right then, there's a nasty shower outside. I'll just show you what I've been up to. So I've got some broad beans, Claudia, planted there. I've got to obviously cover them up and water them, and I've got to do the same with these. But so I've got my spring onions that I don't know what they were, to be honest, the Ishikua ones, just in a little tub there. But I've also got some Ishikua where I can just multi-sow and just put them in a little batch. So that's the best way to do them. But I just want to, I'm going to leave these ones up here. I'm going to take them ones down to the little propagator. And with all these are going to propagate. I've got some salads, Durham early cabbage, some spinach, lazio. Then I've got some Paris Cos, Little Gem, Winter Density, and Freckles in lettuces. So that's my first batch. So I'm going to take them down there now. Potatoes, I'll show you the potatoes. So potatoes, what am I growing this year? My early crop, or like second earlies, is these Charlottes. Main crops are going to be more of the pink fir apples. That's them ones there. I kind of see them, you know, I can tell the difference, so they don't need anything. And then another main crop is Maris Piper potatoes as well. And I'm going to kind of chit them, but I'm going to leave them up here, but I'm going to cover them with fleece because I'd hate the frost to get them and give them a kind of knock. Then for onions, Stuttgarter, which I grew last year, I picked them myself like out of a big basket. So hopefully you're getting some nice ones. And stir on onions as well in some sets. So you see, I'm going to put this just like fleece over the top and over the top of the broad beans and the Ishikua seeds and see if them actually come. I'm not desperate if they don't, but you know, there's no heat up here. But and we've got Storm Eunice is coming, so we'll get them in the car and then we'll see you back in the hut. Before we shoot off to the hut, can you see it's there? Oh, very good. Look what I did in the hut. My God, I tidied it out. Yes, got my tools hung up. I mean, it was just a quick job, but when I was doing the roof, and I think the roof's fine as well, to be honest. I cannot, you know, that seems to be holding there. I found actually a packet of these, you know, them where you hook them up, and I just thought, you know what, it took us a year and a half to put about 10 screws in, but it's actually give us some floor space in here as well. Right, back to the other hut. Daisy, come on Daisy. Batten down the hatches, Storm Eunice is coming. Now we're back in. This is the potting shed. So, as you know, I've got me big propagators now. I'm not intending to switch them on. I'm probably only going to use one. It cost a fortune last year with everything. Well, the biggest problem was it was tripping out the house. Not really the electric bill. It was tripping out the house. It was frustrating. So at the moment, the intention is to use this little garland one. It heats up from the bottom. I want to keep these in there. As soon as they germinate, get them up, back up to the polytunnel and put them in there and see if they'll come away. I'm not desperate. If I have to put one of these on, but I'm using them for my tomatoes. Now I'm not going to plant the tomatoes until I sow the tomatoes, should I say, until about middle of March. Yes. Look after yourselves. Take good care.